Hey all, here OS Reviews. So recently we just did a review on the KZ ZSN in-ear monitors, which for 20 bucks are definitely a steal, but we're actually a little bit late to the party. In fact, KZ have actually come out with the ZSN Pro already. So the Pro you may think of as a slight upgrade to the original ZSN, but it also sells for about $5 more. So these go for 25 bucks compared to $20. Now the difference really is just in the driver technology. It's still a dual driver setup. You have one balanced armature, but instead of using the hybrid dynamic, it's been replaced by a magnetic dynamic driver, which claims to offer a wider frequency range. So now this can reproduce sounds from 7 all the way up to 40,000 hertz, which is extremely wide, compared to the ZSN, which had a frequency range of 20 to 40,000 hertz. So for the price, these are definitely still very much affordable in-ear monitors, which are typically thought of as being audiophile grade or very expensive, but again, KZ is breaking that stereotype. The aluminum faceplate has now been replaced by a zinc alloy material, which is actually a slightly lighter, and we have just one screw now compared to 3 screws, which we saw in the previous generation model. So this is a slightly more sleeker look. Otherwise, it still comes in 3 colors, purple, gray, and blue. Very similar packaging style as the original ZSN. It says hybrid technology earphone classic upgrade. And then we've got exactly the same accessories as on the original as well, including the user manual, some spare silicone tips. Again, no memory foam on this because it's a really budget model. And there's also the detachable cable, which once again is braided and in the same exact color as on the original. So here we go, let's take a closer look at its design. So once again, it's a bit more sleek and rounded off. So we don't get that sharp chamfered edge on the outside, but rather it's a bit more smooth and it just transitions onto the edge. We still have that translucency that allows us to see through it and see the drivers as well as the kind of circuitry underneath, which is really cool. You can see it a little bit better if you pick the translucent white color, but again, this is the purple, very vibrant and eye-catching. The logo here now says ZSN Pro Classic Upgrade, and really for all practical reasons, the weight is about the same. When it comes to sound, they have added openness compared to the original ZSN, and they're also a bit more breathy and airy when it comes to the vocals and just listening to different types of instruments, which is good. With that being said, they definitely are a bit more of a V-shaped sound, which is more in line with KZ's other offerings. I really like the original ZSN because it has a U-shaped or a bit more of an oval-shaped sound that's a bit more natural and relaxed. These are a bit more of a return to the really bright treble as well as the super emphasized bass, which is definitely going to please bass heads as well as those listening to consumer type music such as EDM, listening to contemporary music, pop music. They sound definitely better than on the ZSN because everything just pops a little bit more, and again there's a bit more of added breathiness and openness to the sound. However, if you are really used to or want to listen to a supernatural experience, something a bit more acoustic, something that's a bit more relaxed, then I actually think that the original ZSN might be slightly better. Really, it just comes down to personal preference. If most of your tracks are contemporary and they have maybe a lot of drum beats or a lot of treble, then you'll definitely enjoy these more. They come to life, they really bring the music to life. And also for watching things like soundtracks for movies, it's also very dynamic sounding and just very immersive. Depending on the types of music you listen to, these are definitely two of the best really low-cost, sub-$30 in-ear monitors on the market. And again, KZ have stepped up their game when it comes to the manufacturing process of just making them look really beautiful. So if you want to learn more details or if you're interested, be sure to check them out in the link down below. But for now, that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. That's been our quick hands-on review of the KZ ZSN Pro, the updated version of the very affordable ZSN IEMs.